ever going to return to showbiz.
Urban legends that were proven to be real.
Wait, what the? Reese Witherspoon? There's two of them?
Most people have never been a...
Jimmy Kimmel started crying. You know more about this.
Oh, that was crazy.
Like, I don't know anything. I didn't even know he cried on television.
So, all right.
What's the theory?
So this is just the theory. This is just a theory. But Jimmy Kimmel, he pretty much started crying on Okay, before I start, I just want to say we're Canadian. We don't care about politics.
Yeah, we don't. Let's preface this. Yeah,
like, we don't really care.
Yeah, we're dealing with our own shit down here. Actually.
We're just watching what y'all are up to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Jimmy Kimmel, he pretty much put like a statement out, and he's like upset with Trump being president, right?
Okay, yeah.
And he's crying. He's crying, feel me? And he was like, like this is gonna be terrible for America, blah blah. And he's shedding tears and shit.
Yeah.
But check this out. I looked at the comments of the video. Everybody in the comments is saying, "Yo, he's probably crying because he knows he's gonna go to jail now."
Mm-hmm. And why?
Because theory, or not even theory, but what people are saying is they're gonna release like the whole Epstein list and pretty much crack down on everybody that was meant to be in trouble.
Yep.
Because we still haven't got the names of everyone that was there that should be charged with trafficking and, you know, all of those terrible crimes, right?
You can tell when somebody knows that they're about to be exposed. Like,
it's either like you really cared that much about, you know, or like he was actually gonna be in trouble. I'm not gonna lie. If I was gonna go to jail, I would probably cry too. I would cry too. So, fuck, thank God, beast. But who knows though? And then,
I mean, you can say about this with anyone that's literally crying on television. They're all crying because they're gonna go to jail. Literally, anybody. Hey, I'm not trying to go political here. You know this. We're a neutral channel. I'm never gonna do what this guy did and throw any political agenda at you. I'm just reacting. That's simply what we do here. Welcome back, Coons. You're watching Explore the Weird. I should use that. Hey, I'm in Canada, so I don't worry about the politics, but, you know, someone's always gonna find a way. I know how the comments been. Oh boy. People are after me because they think I'm trying to do a political agenda or a religious agenda, and I'm like, I've never done this. Like, why are you doing this? I'm now convinced that they're just bots and they're, like, targeting me or something. Sorry. Hey, I got some more creepy, weird, strange For You page content. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's go to the mountain.
1900s economists cited Plato's The Republic for an example as to how much the highest paid employee at a company should make versus the lowest paid employee. 6 to 1. By the early 1900s, a big banker named J.P. Morgan would come along and say, actually, I think it should be about 16 to 1 for that CEO versus the lowest paid worker. But as we sit in 2025, we know that that disparity is well above 16. It's well above 20. In fact, the CEO, in comparison with the lowest paid employee across America, is making 300 to 500 times what the lowest paid worker at that company makes. Bald philosopher, 6 to 1 today. And so, you know, I got those graphics from what I've been binging lately, these PBS frontline investigative documentaries. I'll put it up here. This one was called The Age of Easy Money, about the Federal Reserve. And
wait, so all that means is we need to get another bald philosopher and he like corrects the entire thing and then he's the one that fixes the systems. We finally have the solution. Oh boy. Look where we started. Look where it's going. Oh boy. Look where it's ending. Nope. We're not at the end yet. You stop it. Gonna keep it going.
Lie to Survive, Kids Edition. If you're unfamiliar, this is where I teach you how to lie for your safety, and in this case, how to teach your kids how to lie for their safety. If anybody were to ask if your parents are home, the answer is always yes. You could say, yes, my dad's organizing the garage. Yes, my mom's right here on a Zoom meeting. No matter what, nobody knows that you're home alone. If you're ever outside playing or you're at a park with friends and somebody would approach you and ask you if you're here alone, you could say, no, my parents are right over there. And then you look and you point to anybody. It could be strangers. Now, a little side note while I'm thinking about it. When I was in high school or even middle school, I used to wait outside for my parents to pick me up. Don't do this. If you can, always wait inside the school. The same applies for a shopping mall. I also used to walk around outside and wait for my mom or my dad to pick me up. Do not do that either. Wait in the mall, wait till they call you, and then you come out. Whenever possible, especially when you're alone, stay where it's well lit and populated. Moving on to another scenario, let's say you're walking home from school and somebody asks you for help. This could be, hey kid, can you help me bring my groceries in? Or, hey, I see you have a phone, can I borrow it for a sec? No adult should ever ask a child for help. Remember that. An adult needs to go find another adult. So in any of those situations, you can respond, no, I'm expected home right now, and take off running. I actually did that multiple times when I was a child. Remember that in a scary or dangerous situation, noise and distance are both your friends. Try to never let anybody too close to you, and if God forbid you find yourself in a scary situation, scream, bite, claw, kick, do whatever you have to do to get away and then run. And while you'd be fighting, scream, this is not my mom, this is not my dad, at the top of your lungs. You want to draw as much attention to yourself as possible. Another smart thing to do is swear. That alone will get the attention of everybody around you. Driving it home one last time, lying for your safety is very, very smart. It could absolutely save your life. Please share this video with every parent you know, and parents, please watch this with your kids. I have a degree in criminology and psychology, and I share daily safety tips. Be sure to give me a follow, and as always, stay safe out there.
Wow, this is an amazing safety tip. I've never even considered these things, and they're definitely useful for what's going on right now. Oh boy, can't trust anybody with anything. Can't trust anybody. Everything's even more crazier now. Crimes just keep going up. That's what they say, but statistically all the reports say crimes are going down, but the fear is going up. But yeah, someone's gonna be like, nope, Teddy, where I am, it just keeps going up. I'm like, all right, buddy, but like the police that are reporting on it, nope, Teddy, they cut the police force. Okay, I'm wrong. Crime's going up. We're not documenting it, and half the crimes are just package thieves that are just continuing to steal packages, and the other half is just car thieves that are underage, and we can't prosecute. Sorry. This turned into something else. Great lies, though. Great lies. Definitely gonna teach this to Kyra.
What in the cannibalism did I just watch? KFC released this commercial, and it's probably the weirdest, maybe the most disturbing commercial I have ever seen. This commercial starts with this dude walking around the woods, and he makes eye contact with this chicken, and this is where things start to get really weird. This girl starts coming in and takes him to this cult-like ritual that's going on, where they gather around, come down from the trees, and they raise him up in the air. After this, everyone just runs away, and then this massive egg comes, and it looks like they're worshiping this golden egg, you know. And then eventually the girl walks this man to the lake, which is actually gravy, because the commercial is called All Hail Gravy. He grabs this man, puts him inside the gravy until he can no longer breathe. You can see the bubbles stop, so he's clearly unalived. She pulls him back up, and he's a fried piece of whatever the heck they call it, chicken. I mean, call it truth in plain sight. Call this just a joke. Call it clickbait. This is weird.
Wait, KFC did this? Are you sure? I didn't see any KFC reference. I'm not even sure. What does this mean? It was Soylent Green the entire... It was us? We're just eating us? Like, which part of... which is the thigh? Is my pop the thigh? I don't understand. It don't make sense. Why did you do this? Is it April Fool's? Did this accomplish? Why did this give me like Midsummer Dreams, like that movie? Hey, most of your problems are probably someone else's problems too. Do a Google search or two, and you will see that others have gone through it as well, and sometimes the solution's right on the interwebs. Do the Google search. YouTube also.
I don't think there's a world where Bridget Mendler's ever going to return to show business. Bridget's time on Disney Channel will be talked about in future history textbooks because she kept making hit after hit on screen and in the studio. But if you fast forward to today, it's been 5 years since the last project she's acted in and 7 years since the last time she's released music. It's been highly publicized the last couple years that Bridget Mendler's reason for departing from show business, plain and simple, was that she was way too smart for it. If you pair the fact that she's currently enrolled at Harvard Law and working on her PhD at MIT with the fact fact that she's the CEO of a space startup that's worth millions of dollars, it's not really much of a surprise why she doesn't really have much time for acting and making music. Which is truly a bummer because the market's hot right now for a Good Luck Charlie reboot. Ever since Mia Tallarico revealed that she started high school last year, Good Luck Charlie reboot conversations have picked up. Fans have collectively pitched an idea for a Good Luck Charlie reboot where Charlie watches all the video diaries from Teddy, helping her navigate through her life in high school. And that's a really good idea, but the only problem is Bridget Mendler's been on record saying that she might, keyword might, return to acting if she writes something for herself. Now call me crazy, but I don't see how she's gonna have time for this. They just gotta make this happen, because if the opportunity presents itself, which I feel like it should be right now, the whole cast with the exception of Bridget would be down to do it. With that being said, a lot of Bridget Mendler fans are begging for a return from her in the new Wizards of Waverly Place reboot that's gonna air here soon, but I don't think we can bet on that. This goes for her music career too. Even though literally everyone wants her to make a comeback, I don't think there's a world where she does. I'd say it's a sign that people are hungry for some more Bridget Mendler music when a random song off her 2016 EP that flew under the radar for all these years but was viral out of nowhere. It's insane that she hasn't released music in 7 years and she still has 3.7 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Even though the market is wide open for her to make a return in both acting and singing, why would she? That would be a total waste of her time. But if she wants to do it as a passion project, I'm not going to knock her.
Yo, she 100% getting the bag. She 100% getting the bag. That's exactly what's happening here. Doesn't matter what the goal is or what she's telling the investors as long as she's getting the money. The acting wasn't probably paying as much as the money bags people that want to invest in such crazy ideas as she has brought forward. You know what's also crazy? The mom from that show? Yeah, the mom from that show, 100% goon. She was exposing the truth before it. The mom from that show has really got me spiraling a lot. It was a good luck, Charlie. Good luck, Chuck. Wait. Yeah, I'm sorry. We were going to keep it going.
Here's one I bet that you've never seen. 1905 house with a seemingly detached garage in the front. That's the roof of the garage we're looking at there. There's the front steps coming from the street, and I'm standing in the front porch entryway of the home. So clearly, if you're going to park, you're then walking through the front door to the home. But wait a minute. Let's do a little tour. Back through the kitchen, to the basement. There's something you're not going to see very often. But when you do, well, it's one of my favorite features in the house. We get down in the basement. We have a door in the back. And you have a tunnel leading to your garage. You can actually park your car in the garage, come through your own little tunnel, through the basement, up the stairs, and you're home. 1905. That's pretty awesome. That would be awesome in new construction. But in 1905, way back when, what a great house. Hey, hope you're having a good day.
Or was this some remnants of a flood, and that's why they had to build on top of what once was, and we're actually looking at... Sorry. And then, whoa, this was New York or something? I'm feeling like this is actually quite impressive, because I'll tell you, I have owned an older, or I still own an older built home, and they had the garage, which is right next to the house. You would think, hey, let's just put a door in between so we can go from the garage to the house, but there were actually much more safety concern back then, it seems like, and they were like, no, those car fumes are going to go right into the house. And then they came up with these like garage safe doors, and then that caused like now people to attach the garages to the house. It's the housing architecture is a whole history on its own. It's like, how did we end up here? Why did we choose this? Yeah, look into it. It's wild. Hey, talking about things to look into, did you look into interacting? You're not a goon? Come on now, you're literally watching all the videos. Why won't you do the interactions? What else do we need to do? Tell me what I need to do. Interact and tell me what I need to do for you to interact. Man, this is some kind of weird, like Schrodinger's cat. You're not going to interact, and you are going to interact, and I won't know till I look at the Sorry. Please interact. Love you. Thank you. You're a goon.
What I'm about to say to you might seem a little out of pocket, but I want you to keep in mind that over 95% of the ocean is unexplored, so really anything is a possibility. Okay, let's get into it. Are mermaids real? The Little Mermaid, we all watched it when we were children, but the actual children's book is much darker than Disney made it out to be. What happened to Prince Eric does not happen to Prince Eric in the children's story. And not only that, Christopher Columbus, in his little diary, wrote down that he saw mermaids on his adventures. And I know we don't like Christopher Columbus. I don't fuck with him either. So not only him, but Blackbeard, the most infamous pirate that there is. Yes, he was a real person. And yes, he wrote down that he saw mermaids. In cultures across the world, throughout history, mermaids have been a thing. Since the dawn of time, people have wrote about mermaids or painted about mermaids or mermen. I'm literally talking all around the world: Greek, Irish, Scottish, Japanese, African. All across the world, there are legends of mermaids. Where did they come from? Every legend has a little bit of truth in it so that you avoid certain things, right? What is the purpose of the mermaid tale? Because the mermaids never bring good shit. Like, it's either you get dragged into the water as a sailor because they're luring you in like a siren, because the siren and the mermaid thing have kind of fused together. The Japanese version of things, if you eat the flesh of a mermaid, you will gain immortality. And I know your For You page has probably been a lot like mine and saying that rich folk are eating mermaids.
Oh my God, she is spot on. I had gotten so many videos about people that are eating mermaids, and this like fisherman that once like went on a thing, and what they were actually catching was aquafarians of sorts, and he was bringing them back. It was crazy. And there was like no evidence whatsoever, similar to like a Bob Lazar type story. So it could be a complete hoax, or it could be completely true. I believe in Bob Lazar, so. And also, if I don't believe in mermaids, Emily's going to be upset. Emily loves mermaids. I can't do that to her. 100%. Just like the aliens in the water, mermaids in the water. And also, Christopher Columbus, he also said he had relations with the mermaids, and I'm convinced it was manatees. Oh, man. But still, mermaids weren't a thing, because there's even like religious texts where it's like the same deity or higher force that just keeps coming into different areas, and he's got a fishtail, and I'm like, come on now. Or was it a she that had the fish? Never mind.
Urban legends that were proven to be real, part 5. Mothman. In 1966, stories say that West Virginia was visited by an insectoid flying creature with bright red eyes who resembled both a moth and a man. He was spotted flying around the town of Point Pleasant, along with shining lights and the Men in Black. Mothman's origins have been claimed as supernatural, alien, or government experiment gone wrong, but Point Pleasant has embraced the monster, erecting a statue, creating a museum, and even dedicating a festival to him. Fall for next urban legend.
Oh my God, biggest believer of the Mothman is me. Hey, the story is wild, because trust me, those goons were on a like button trip, and they went far into the woods, and then as they were doing that like button, and they were like, yep, we're doing it, and they're like, look over there, what's that thing? And then it started, and then they're like, nah, we're all crazy, we're on the like button. So next day, they're like, let's go back, and I can just like prove to ourselves that we're crazy. We definitely didn't see what we think we saw. They go back the next day, they see it again. It was literally the Mothman. It's a thing. It existed. It scared me when I was a high school student for quite some time, because I was convinced. And then they told me about some like ape man thing that was haunting India. And then I was like, I'm going to India in 3 months. Is the ape man still going to be the monkey man? Or I forget whatever happened with him. And now I get videos where like, hey, we're running out of ways to scare the monkeys. So now the humans are dressing up as monkeys to scare the monkey. It's starting. Things are going backwards. Things are going forwards, but just backwards.
This video right here is for all the NPCs, aka non-playable characters. Watch this video.
Oh my God. You don't have a dialogue, an internal monologue in your head?
Wait, I'm confused. Why would you?
So you can't talk to yourself in your head. How did I not know this? I've been with you for 5 years.
In that video, she clearly stated that she has no internal monologue, aka she cannot talk to herself inside her head. That right there is the definition of an NPC. I hope you guys realize we're living in a simulation, and not everyone that you see is actually real. Not everyone that you bump into on the street actually has a soul or a consciousness. Some people are literally in here just to fill in the space. It's actually proven that 30 to 50% of people actually have no internal dialogue, aka they have no soul. They are here just like in video games. You have those certain people that are programmed to say or do certain things. And I got more to say. Follow me for part 2.
Leave Genie alone. Not everyone needs an inner monologue. Just let them exist. Hey, I have the inner monologues, but trust me, there's way too many inner monologues in me, and I can't keep them straight. And now they're all turning crazy and spiraling. Sorry. Oh man, this video is turning into longer form reaction without me even trying. So hey, make sure you. Oh wait, we already did the interact. Yeah, leave Genie alone. There's nothing you can do. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Just convince them to like there is an Ender monologue and start manifesting it? No, it ain't just gonna come out of nowhere. And then they're gonna start thinking it's downloads and they're hearing voices, and then it turns into something else.
Hey guys, I think you guys might have forgotten, but we made a Snow White movie and it's coming to a theater near you.
Is that a threat?
What? No, it's just it didn't do too well its opening weekend, so we thought you guys might have forgotten. A lot of big stars in it. Gal Gadot, Rachel Zegler. Are you sure she's playing Snow White? I thought she was playing Lord Farquaad. I saw your trailer. No, Rachel Zegler is not playing Lord Farquaad from Shrek. She's playing Snow White, and Gal Gadot is the evil queen. Are you sure? Because it makes more sense that she plays Lord Farquaad, because if she's playing Snow White, that means Gal Gadot, the supermodel, has to be jealous of Rachel Zegler's beauty. Lord Farquaad's looking pretty good. No, we chose her because we didn't want that role to go to another white person, and we wanted to be more inclusive. Inclusive? You guys didn't even hire actual dwarves. This lack of consistency through your progressive messaging reveals a lack of commitment and kind of shows that you guys are in it to earn a quick buck, not because you truly believe in these progressive values. And to be honest, you made Zegler look like a squire boy. You made her look like the cookies and cream guy. And if this movie was playing on a plane, I'm going to be honest, I'd still walk out.
Oh my god, that's one of like the most liked comments on the trailer. Like if this movie was playing on the plane, people aren't receiving the Snow White movie so well, and I have no feelings. I mean, like they did the same thing with Little Mermaid, so it's like the same thing here. But yeah, it's one of the worst rated movies from Disney. They're saying it's like a 2 out of 10 on IMDb, and Rotten Tomatoes even worse. Like it's not looking good, Disney. How do you come back from this? What, you already lost 300 million just on the premiere alone? Oh boy. But you know what this does give me hope for? Maybe Pixar will make a live action Shrek, and then she can actually play Lord Farquaad. Sorry. Lord Farquaad, he's basically, I think, Napoleon or something that they were insinuating because he was short. And never mind. The Shrek was a very modern movie. I loved Shrek.
Just trust me, repeat after me. My mind is worth millions. I don't work for money. Money works for me. I am always at the right place at the right time. My name is spoken of amongst the most successful people. I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me. And it is always working out for me. Fall for more.
My question is, did this actually work out for you? Like, what's the proof that you doing this actually worked out for you? Did you actually make it? Are you a millionaire? Well, what's making it? Do you have a nice family or something? I have many questions, but at the same time, if you are into positive affirmations and manifestations, now you have a thing. Maybe you start doing it before you go to sleep every night, and then you wake up the next day and everything starts becoming better, and because you're doing the things.
This is why you feel drained when you talk to certain people. There are people out there that will give you negative energy that you cannot see. You have a choice every single day if you want to surround yourself with these people. If you are drawn to toxic men over and over and over who don't treat you right, you are attracted to this negative energy as you have a negative wound within you. When you have a negative wound, if you're only attracted to negative people, you have to heal this within you. You were attracted to this job in the first place. You were attracted to this family when you were born. Now your obligation is to heal everyone around you. When you choose to be the bigger person, this is 500 times stronger. When you choose positive thoughts, no matter what happens around you, you are quite literally cleansing the environment. You can't see it, but you need to have faith.
All right, remember those positive affirmations from the last video? Hey, sometimes they say this is a thing and you can be more positive than the negative things. Unfortunately, I'm not a person that sees it that way. I do believe you can envision more positive things, but it does not mean the negative goes away. The negative can still linger, and it's how you cope and find that balance with the negative and positive to make yourself the more positive state as you go throughout your timeline. But hey, for some people, this is a thing. If they are so positive and so bright with their light, then 100% they have less negativity situations than others. That's what they say. That's what they say.
I used to think people just popped out babies and then could go about their merry way. Like if somebody emailed me and was like, oh, sorry, I'm out because I had my baby. I'd be like, out doing what? Isn't the baby just asleep? Isn't your body just like put back together? What do you mean you're out? Now you just like pop that thing out. Like it's like going to get a coffee. You just get the coffee, have the baby, and then you go about your merry way. I'm sorry. I need to go apologize to everybody I came into contact with that had a baby. And I was like so tone deaf. Not that I was tone deaf. I just was a miss. I was like, okay, great. Congratulations. Do I say congratulations? It's like having a birthday. Like, are you okay, Mom? Can I give you a hug? I know you're having a hard time right now. So just know that I'm sending you love and I'm proud of you. That's what I wish I would have said. But no, I was like, okay, she had a I guess she had a baby.
Oh my God, I was one of the guys that would say congratulations when people told me they had a baby. Then I had a baby of my own. My wife had a baby of our own. Never mind. My wife birthed a daughter, and I now have a daughter. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. All right, interesting. And it did change as soon as I got a daughter. I feel like no one else understands. Like I have my entire friends group. I'm the only one that has a kid now, and it doesn't mix. It doesn't make sense. It's like, dude, all of a sudden I'm gonna start bringing my daughter around all the guys I used to hang out with that used to do all kinds of crazy things, and no. I make them come here, and they got to be on their best behavior. Sorry. My daughter's met all my friends, and she loves them all. Thank you for being friends. Thank you. Oh my God. A baby changes everything, they say, but it's for the good. It's for the good. Until you have the experience, you won't know. So do all the things. Have all the babies. Convince everybody to have all the babies. We need more babies. They're trying to reduce our population. Sorry.
They got her. Wait, what the? Reese Witherspoon? There's two of them? So allegedly, a lot of people are saying that's actually not her daughter. It's actually, I can't say the word because, yeah. They do look pretty similar. Huh? Same. I just want to go over all these celebrities, man, that look so much alike. And it's always like they're famous and there's always somebody else famous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if Eddie Murphy's twin was famous or not, but Nicolas Cage is just some man. But like Christina Aguilera, she looks a lot different than that now. But the Ginger Rogers, man, I guess is some famous. Anyways, they look so much alike. Why? General Douglas MacArthur? Look at that, dude. Look at the chin, the lips. Look at the chin, the lips. Look at the ear. Look at that. Dude, Die Hard all day, man. It is pretty cool, you gotta admit, dude, because a lot of these, they look so much alike. Are they related or something? Really? Oh, wait, wrong pitch. Anyways, man. And we got Miss Katy Perry, who's got, I just can't really put it into words, I guess I'll say, but look at this jawline. Perfectly matched. My jawline's way better. Anyways, y'all have a good day, man. It's just, it's incredible. And just tell me what y'all think about this, man.
Wait, this last one always gets me. Is that not just Millie Bobby Brown twice? Don't do this to me. Who the heck is Elizabeth Perkins? I swear that's just Millie Bobby Brown twice. It don't make sense. 100% it could have been exactly what you said, cloned. And the other thing is they're either vampires that are just like going through time because they don't die and they just come up with new names, or it's the same avatar that's coming back, and because now the genetic pool has been recycled enough that we're just like, hey, sometimes we got the same facial characteristics on the same avatar. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Oh my God, they're replacing all of us with clones, and we're just blindly like, yeah, we're having the babies, but the babies are the clones. I don't understand. The birds aren't real. There's an entire movement. The birds aren't real. And now I'm 100% convinced. What was this? A drone bird? Like, come on now. All of a sudden, Four Feathers goes out and lifts off like a space shuttle. Yeah. 100% birds aren't real.
Have you ever stopped to ask yourself why many of these statues from antiquity are missing their hands and feet? I mean, it's not just one, it's many. And if you haven't been down this rabbit hole, I'm about to blow your mind. But let me keep going for just a little bit longer here. Do you think that it is a coincidence that nearly every statue of antiquity is missing their hands? I mean, it's almost as if it were done on purpose. Don't you think? Could it possibly be because we have records that told us that there were giant beings that once existed with 6 fingers and 6 toes? The Nephilim. And these were beings that came from the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki were apparently the moon people in native traditions that had come down from the moon to try and help us recreate the world after the flood. Is this starting to sound a little familiar? Now, those people, if you want to call them people, ended up mating with the normal people, and they gave birth to the Nephilim. And the Nephilim were the ones who eventually were told to leave. Oh, look, they forgot this one. Now, I'm not claiming to be the one to have originated this research. If you go on the other app, YT, and check out a video from someone named...
Yo, check out the video. It's really gonna make your mind blown because trust me, I've seen my lunch break channel as well, and I completely get it. It does make you question, like, why is it all the statues? Why are like 99% of the statues like this? Oh boy. The answers are probably underneath the Great Pyramid. We just need to get underneath there. Let us excavate. Just like the Sphinx, don't stop us. Don't stop it. This time you let us excavate.
Most people have never been adults. Of the 117 billion humans who have ever lived, more than half died before adulthood. Nearly 10% of all humans in history are alive today, so it's reasonable for you to assume that most existed recently, but that's not what happened. Half of all humans who ever lived existed before the year 0. Back then, birth rates were 5 times higher than today. Women had 6 to 9 children on average instead of today's 2.3 average. Disease, famine, and war kept populations from growing. Even with more people born, death outpaced life. A brutal world wiped out billions of children before they could grow up. If you are at least 20 years old, you have already outlived most of humanity. By nature, most of us were never supposed to be here this long, yet we are. We live longer, experience more, and shape the world in ways that literally billions of people before us never could. Half of all humans never knew clocks, engines, or even books. They stayed where they were born and never imagined a world like ours. The question is, what will you do with the time that they never had?
Think I'm gonna explore the weird. They could never fathom all the stuff. Like, yeah, we put this thing, it's a device, and then it records me, and then I watch something on this other device, and then we record it, and then we edit it on this thing, and then we put it on this thing, and then people come to this website, and then, yeah, they're never gonna understand that, all right? You stop it. I'm gonna do whatever I want with the time. It's my timeline. I'm gonna do what I want. Oh man, this is literally wild to even consider that we're the lucky ones. But I'm going like real deep into this, and I'm like, yo, is there like a future time where literally we start running out of new people because everyone just starts living longer and longer, and now we live so long that like there's no more new people coming in, and then we end up finding out like there's a entire movement of starting to bring new people in because they're tired of the same old, and then it starts a whole thing of like, hey, we created a time machine and we insert ourselves back into the things, and then we turn into a thing of they come back and they start breeding with us. Sorry. I'm spiraling real hard. We're gonna do one more to end them all.
20-year-old Ukrainian OF model Maria Kovalchuk had been missing for 10 days until she was recently found severely injured and dumped on the side of the road in Dubai. She disappeared after telling her friends she was invited to a Dubai hotel party by 2 men who said they were representatives of the modeling business, and her loved ones became worried when she didn't return home on her scheduled flight 2 days later. Maria was initially thought to be dead when she was found laying on the side of the road with severe injuries including a broken spine and multiple broken limbs. She was rushed to the hospital and immediately required 4 surgeries to save her life. A police investigation revealed that she reportedly sustained the injuries after entering a restricted construction site by herself and falling from a height. However, Maria's family have disputed this account, believing that the construction site story is a cover-up for something darker. According to reports, the model currently can't speak, but is expected to eventually recover.
Man, and don't come after me. Don't come after me, Dubai. Don't come after me. I will tell you, when it comes to Dubai, if you are a man going to Dubai, completely fine. Do whatever the heck you want. They don't even steal over there, all right? It's wild. It's wild. They have so much money. They're not worried. It's wild. But when you are the opposite gender entering Dubai, depending on how the perception is, sometimes they're like, okay, these people are international, they let you go, they're not worried about it. But then other times they do give you a little looks here and there, and you start looking at it. I ended up being a guy that went to Dubai, and I will tell you, if you are a woman and or actually anything, if you get an offer from somebody that is representing an agency in Dubai and they want to fly you out there, do not take the offer. You have no idea the contracts that they are going to make you sign once you show up there, and the things you're going to have to do, and that no one will ever believe, and that you literally have witnessed. Yes, these things happen in Dubai. I have heard the stories. Not firsthand, but enough that the consistency of the stories just makes it appear like there's a lot of kinks out there with the people in Dubai. And I don't want anyone to be in the same situation. This is all alleged. If the lady wakes up and tells us, we'll finally know what really happened. But I have a feeling the writing is on the wall, regardless of the job that you're in. If any agency comes out to you and tells you they're going to do the things, make sure you do your research and see if others have gone through the same. Reach out to them. Get the validation. Don't be the first person. Don't be the ambassador without doing your research. That is it, goons. You made it to the end. Guys, I'm sorry. I know. I went longer form. I know YouTube's going to hate this. They're going to push this algorithm down even more. It's a losing game here on YouTube. But hey, I don't give up. I keep doing the goon things. I'm going to be making videos every day. Hopefully I'll see you again. There should be videos on the screen right now. Click on either one of them to continue the goon fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Wake up, wake up.